Microservices is a software development approach that uses a lot of loosely coupled small programmatic instances that communicate to each other through APIs to allow a system to operate where the independent pieces can be upgraded, scaled, and highly available all independently. So what are some of the pros of microservices? One is speed. Microservices, since they're small independent applications, allow you to use small focused development teams that allow them to concentrate on the task at hand. This can lead to faster development times. Scalability. Microservices, since they're independent applications, allow you to scale them fine-grained as opposed to a monolithic app that would require you to scale even though resources are not needed everywhere. This allows you to scale up or scale down pieces of your microservice application without affecting the other pieces. Resilience. Microservices, since they're independent operating applications, allow one microservice piece to fail and not affect the operation of the other ones. This can lead to a more highly available environment than what you would traditionally get with a monolithic app, that if the app goes down on a monolithic app, the whole process shuts down. But what are some of the cons of microservices? Complexity is one. The traditional microservices environment includes things that you have to think about: logging, communication, and recoverability. Those instances in a monolith application are very easy to do, but they take some thinking to do in a microservices environment. For instance, how do you go and tie a log from one microservice to another microservice? What happens when a set of microservices have to act in an orchestrated manner as opposed to independently? These things add complexity. Cost. Sometimes microservices can actually cost more than a monolithic application. That's because the microservices can endure hotspots that would drive up costs based on usage versus if you just paid for a server that was sitting in a rack somewhere. Communication overhead. Since microservices communicate through APIs, that means that there's a network effect for latency. Latency can slow down an application, and if you're using a lot of microservices in chains, that can end up with a slowdown for the front end of the application versus the back end processing. These types of things need to be considered when you're trying to think about how to properly scale and implement your microservices environment. So in conclusion, microservices are a different way to implement an application than the traditional monolithic approach, but that doesn't mean that that's the best option for your business. If you're having trouble deciding whether or not the microservices approach would be a good approach for your business, feel free to reach out to our dedicated IT specialists and we can guide you to the correct solution. Thank you.